Of course, while avoiding crown theft. Okay, so the runners are off. Ginja's off to a late start, but we'll get the timers synced up here. Alright, this is pretty much the beginning area of the game. Not much too exciting happens because you're just catching ghosts. And it's really kind of all skilled based. But like I said, nothing too crazy can happen. You'll either make a mistake, lose a few seconds, and shake it off from there. But some strats we'll do is sometimes we'll do a thing called scare skip, where we pull out the Game Boy horror camera and then skip the animation of Luigi getting scared. It just only helps to avoid getting scared and also stun the ghost on the first possible frame. And here we are in the anterior room. First, it'll show our first double in the game. Some of these doubles are set up to where we oh, that's interesting. Where we try to get the ghosts come together to get caught simultaneously. Oh, okay. Well, at least he still gets it. Oh, Ginja losing one. And then Boston clearing up in the room, so that's good. All right, he went for a much safer way of doing that. Still pretty risky though, because they're pretty different. They can be sometimes tricky to set up and get. In this double, we have the garbage can ghosts. We can use them to push them towards the gold ghost and set up for that double. So I guess I will say that Boston has a pretty good chance of winning. And it's not just based on their own times, but, you know, he certainly has the skill to show it. Yeah, so Boston has a 1 hour and 1 hour and 24 second time with, and Ginja's is a 1 hour and 10 minutes. But I would really like to see if Ginja comes out with a PB. That'll be his victory right there. Well, here's our first portrait ghost in the game, Nibble. You just have to like figure out how these ghosts react into showing their hearts. In this case, whenever he yawns, he'll show his heart. And the way we set it up is just by looking away from him with our backs up against him, and that way the vacuum can actually catch him, because that's how big our hitbox is. So yeah, every portrait ghost kind of has a puzzle of their own. You just figure out how to get them their hearts to show, and then we can attack from there. Both of them doing really well so far, even if Boston's a bit ahead. You know, Ginja hasn't really made too many mistakes, other than from the anterior room. Chauncey here, he's a baby, so but this is one of the area ghost boss fights. And each area boss has their own unique boss battlefield. Battle arena is what I was trying to say. So here we are in the crib. And oh my god, giant flying rocking horses. So we're gonna do some tricks and setups to get this this fight to go by a little bit quicker. We'll be moving around to activate these attack cycles, and then we'll catch this ball and do some damage. We'll also be doing damage that and releasing above 50 HP, so that way his second attack cycle isn't slower. And one of these rocking horses, we're gonna get hit on purpose, so that way we can catch the ball without taking damage. Beautifully done. Alright, so far so good. Now if he catches this ball, then he'll still be right behind him. Yeah, he went for a much older strat, which is, you know, it's something he's not used to. He goes for a different strat. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying this so far. So here we go. Enter it. Putting in our batch of ghosts in this machine, the Ghost Portrificationizer. A pretty massive machine used to turn ghosts into paintings, or you can do it the other way around. You can also do it in reverse. Now, I didn't actually see, but okay. If any of the runners had not collected a single pearl, they could have skipped the results screen. And also if they gotten rid of all their money. But yeah, no low percent, unfortunately. Area 2 is where things get more interesting, so a lot of stuff can happen here where we introduce some RNG, you know, and this is where things can become more hectic, more crazy for us in the run. It's a really cool setup for catching doubles. We let the grabber catch us, and then we struggle him off towards the other guy and set up for that double. So when we walk through these hallways here, we're actually pointing our flashlight ups to keep the ghosts from spawning and scaring Luigi. It'll lose about a second if he gets scared by them. So he did a scare skip right there to get the Shy Guys to spawn all together right there. Very good. Got all the doubles. So right here is our first bit of RNG, the Whirlindas. We'll dance around, and if they show their hearts early... he didn't get it. Well, he could have saved 10 seconds right there, but... So now he has to wait 10 seconds and then get there, and then catch them. Ginger's not doing so well with the Shy Guys here. Anyway, on Boston's side, he's going to be doing a trick called poster skip, and I think he did get it. Yeah. Poster skip will save you around 4 seconds of having to take the poster off when you approach it, so we can just have our vacuum go through the wall and pull it off from where we are. So now all he has to do is just push the button and release the boos from their hideout. Also knock on the wall. So here's everyone's favorite minigame of RNG. Even though the whole game is RNG. So yes, we're gonna be sent back to the professor's lab to talk about how to handle this. And then we'll re-enter the mansion. We'll have to you basically want to know where the boos can hide in furniture, and once you have that idea, I mean, I'm only saying this because the boo radar is not very reliable at times. So we kind of just have our ways of just figuring out how we want to handle this. So, okay. So right there, the boo was actually hiding in that cabinet right there. He could have gotten tech skip if he had gone for it by sucking off the tablecloth halfway and then catching the boo with the tablecloth to save around 8 seconds right there, since the text is pretty long. Ooh. Also have to avoid that poison mushroom. Okay. Very good. Very smart. Okay. Not very good RNG in the wardrobe room. Alright, Jinja looking to try and get this tech skip. But I don't think he's gonna get it, yeah. So, none of the runners got tech skip, but that's okay. Alright, once we collect these boos, we're gonna be prompted to go into the washroom where Toad is, and he dropped the key into the toilet. Okay, so once, whoops. When we are catching these boos, we're actually stunning them into place by doing some R pumps. In some cases, we'll manipulate the boo to move towards the door so that way we can leave immediately after catching him. I guess I will mention right now that we're playing on Japanese. We found it's the fastest version to speedrun this game. Mainly because of a few text boxes are faster, but also there's an exclusive text skip in the game where we use a glitch to warp through a mouse hole after collecting, or while collecting the boo, and it'll skip us having to talk to the professor. Just saves a few seconds. It's something that NTSC-U cannot do, which is English. So here's another opportunity of getting the grabbers to set up for a double. In this room, we just what is it? We just have the mirror show us where the ghosts are because they're invisible. Okay, good. He still got pretty good RNG. Didn't troll him too much. So right here, he's gonna collect the boo and the fire medallion at the same, fire element at the same time to save and quit. And then once he loads back in, he can skip having to do that fire puzzle. And all he has to do is collect fire from the hallway, go back into the fortune teller's room, and light up the candles to get the key to the washroom. Laundry room. Yeah, laundry room. Before we go there, we're gonna go say hello to our friend, Mr. Shivers, the butler in this game. He'd be like, "Fire! Get away! Get away!" Or run away. But, yeah, he'll be going to the butler's room, and during that time, we're gonna clear the laundry room, get Mario's hat, all while he, makes his way there. Alright, so he's opting to collect the hat immediately and not try to go for a cutscene skip. This cutscene will, mostly... It just skips having to look at the chest from spawning. So that way he can move and, open the chest. Uh-oh. Alright, one of the ghosts got away. He should still have enough time. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had to do a little bit of improvising, but I think he can still, if he wishes... Okay, yeah. He's just doing things a little bit out of order, but he can still get this tech skip. So yeah, we're able to warp into the mouse hole and skip having to talk to Egad. Correct. You don't get scared by the ghosts if you point your flashlight up towards the ceiling. Alright, Boston did a pretty good hidden room. And also got good RNG there. Oh, Jinja was too late, so he has to wait for Mr. Shivers to spawn back in the room, I think. Or does he have to go back and into the hallways and light up his candles again? Yeah, I think that's what he has to do. So that's unfortunate, losing a good minute right there or two. Meanwhile, yeah, they're in the same hallway right there. So here we are in the conservatory. We're gonna be playing all these instruments to spawn Melody and have her play a tune for us. She can play one of two tunes at random. It's either the Mario Brothers 3 theme or the underwater theme from Mario Bros. 1. So Jinja is actually taking this time to catch the boo while waiting. And yeah, we use fire here to set a flame to the music sheets. She shoots at us. Also getting really good RNG right there. Nice. Alright, we'll see if Jinja gets his tech skip. Oh, he doesn't get it. Oh wait, he does get it. Nice. I was expecting the animation to still take place when he was talking to the professor. Okay, so he's doing a different method. That's pretty cool. Let's see if it still works, though. No. Oh! Okay, he gets a triple. Yeah, you might as well just catch this guy, so yeah. I didn't get a chance to explain this, but the ghosts can actually spawn when you're shooting your fire on their spawn point. So when they spawn, they're actually vulnerable by the time they spawn, and because you've already shot your fire at them. So that'll save you some time having to catch them. So here's our dog, our boy Spooky, and Mr. Bones. So he spawns, and we also position Spooky towards the area where the bone lands, so that way we can instantly get him with our vacuum. And here we are in the graveyard, spawning all these ghosts, and gonna go get a double setup right here. It is kind of dependent on your position, where the Mr. Bones will attack. So if you were kind of towards the middle, the Mr. Bones on the right will throw his bone at you towards from the right side, and not towards the middle with the other one. So you just kind of have to be aware of your positioning, I guess. Well, here's our second area boss fight, Bogmire. He can be really challenging to get one cycle, because it's like fighting a bull, and it's like fighting a bull in a game of tug of war. So if he can maintain control while doing damage, he's got a good chance here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, perfect. So yeah, you see Jinja. Unfortunately, he didn't get quite the spot he needed to shoot the fire. But yeah, gotta have to wait, get that respawn. And now he's vulnerable. Moving into Area 3, though, is I think my favorite area in the game. In comparison to Area 2, it's really more difficult because you have more risky strats that could waste some time. Meanwhile, in this area, I mean, it's still pretty much the case, though, because if you let one boo get away, then you're looking to lose a couple of minutes right there. Uh-oh, just like this. Well, that's not good. 1 HP. Hopefully he goes back into the... Okay, he goes back into the... Did he go back in the kitchen? He's looking. Oh, that's not good. Hallway. Well, okay. At this point, I'm not really sure what... Okay, good. At least he still gets them. But yeah, I don't know if I would have kept chasing him right there, but at least he was still able to get him. Anyway, yeah. That was unfortunate, and like the thing is, in Area 3, it's even more punishing because there are a lot of more rooms that are locked or haven't been cleared, and they can also travel in between areas. So like, some boos you get in Area 3 can travel to Area 1, and that's just is so unfortunate when it happens. While Jinja goes to finish area 1 or 2, Boston's going to be collecting the key from the well. And collecting Mario's item. Let's see if he gets Stumble Skip right here. Alright, just saved a year of his time right there. Stumble Skip, I don't really understand it completely, how it works, but I assume it's based on like how the game sees Luigi's position, and if it doesn't like see it or something, it has to reset it. But I could be completely wrong on that. Alright, so Boston just shot fire through the floor there, and that puts out the fire to this door. The door actually takes a couple of seconds to for you to truly open it after putting it out. Alright, so depending on how this where this Boo is hiding, he can have really good RNG. Oh, it looks like he swapped positions. He might be in that ice bucket. Okay, yeah. Really good spot. Very good. He doesn't want to have his vacuum attracted to the tablecloth. Otherwise, that could potentially like take over and let the Boo escape. The Boo's Ice Bucket Challenge. Oh, I love it. Alright, so he's opting to go to Nana's room first. 3 strikes with the iron ball with the yarn balls. And that'll reveal Nana's heart. Okay, so RNG is kind of unfortunate in this room because he could hide on like either side of the room. But he chose wisely. He chose the area where the most furniture was. So we need ice here for Petunia because she doesn't like the cold. Alright, so that's the key for, I believe, the Astral Hall. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's what happens. He just doesn't point his flashlight in the direction of the spawns, and they just scare him like that. Ginger's pretty new to... I'm guessing he's pretty new to this speedrun, since I don't really know that much about how he plays. Uh-oh. Alright, so I'm curious to see how Boston decides to do this. So he does go for a double and not instead of the triple, which is perfectly understandable. Alright, so is the Boo in there? Yes. Perfect. So coming up into the observatory, we're gonna be doing a trick called Moonshot. First try Moonshot, hopefully. Otherwise, he wastes, like, he loses 10 seconds right there. Yeah, the angle to set this up is not super recognizable. But there is kind of a visual cue how you set this up. And looks like he just needs to shoot it. There it goes. But if you want to be, but if you really want to be cool, you could do the Sweat 360 no scope moonshot edition. Okay. Well, Boston makes his way to the billiards room and the projector room. Ginger's gonna be doing his. He's gonna be looking for his boo. I think he's on the right side. Also, possibly, potentially in the ice bucket. Nope. That was his decoy. Oh, there we go. A lot of the things this vacuum does is just... A lot of the things this vacuum is attracted to, unfortunately, is not the boo, because the vacuum will just get attracted to a bunch of other things, like pearls, ghosts, anything that can be suckable. And Boston getting a really good triple right there. Gonna be looking for this guy. Alright. So once he mirror warps, we're gonna be going into Area 1 hallway to battle the twins and collect all the boos there. Ginger's having trouble looking for that last yarn ball, but he got it. Good thing, too, he doesn't have to reset the room to start over. That's a good... Oh, not good RNG for Boston, but he does get a fire refill. Fire can actually be kind of... Well, actually, just any element in general can be kind of important to help save little bits of time here and there. Like, for instance, when he goes in this room, he's going to pull out the vacuum to skip having to take his flashlight out, and it just helps to save a second there. Yeah, it's also known to skip your to do a vacuum skip that is also like saves a second just to pull out the vacuum faster. Well, this is interesting what he's gonna do here. Spawns a Speedy Spirit and also is catching Henry right there. Orville on the plane, and Orville is gonna get caught. If this was 100% money, would absolutely be important to getting those Speedy Spirits, but we don't care about money. So Jinja... Alright, that's an interesting setup he did there. He gets the Shy Guys together towards the bottom and then sets a fire to the grabber ghost. Which is not very often you see people do. You see them try to go for triples. or catch the grabber and then the double Shy Guys. Alright, Baston's gonna be going to set up the easiest tech skip in the game, and then Jinja will be doing his moonshot. Alright, gets perfect RNG right there. Oh, alright, he gets it. Nice. Oh, 360? Does he get it, though? Okay, well, he had to aim down his sights, so that doesn't really count as a no-scope. But, very good. Oh, interesting, Boston's talking to Clairvoya from behind the chair. Alright, so I think I'll just switch audios for this section. Because Boston's going to be button mashing for a good minute and a half right there. So, let's see. By the end of this, we'll have 21 boos in Area 3 collected. We do need 20 boos to fight boo losses. Alright. Yeah, it's... Unfortunately, the depth perception does not help in this room, so you kind of have to get intentionally grabbed. Alright, Boston's done talking to Clairvoya, so we'll switch back. So now he has to find this boo, and hopefully he doesn't try to escape. Alright, he read that really well since he switched locations. Alright, very good. He also wanted him in that top left corner, and not the right corner of the room. Funny thing is, though, is that if you try to interact with that... I think if you try to interact with that, that piece of furniture on the right, Luigi will just open the door instead. Alright, so Boston's going to be grabbing ice for the safari room. You don't want to forget that, because you definitely need it to fight the ghosts in there. And it's the same way that we've been catching these guys. We will be shooting our element in the location of their spawn, so that way their element protection goes away. Uh-oh, there we go. And that's the thing, you can shoot on their spawn point, and they will still they can still spawn there. Alright, nice double setup there. And the interesting thing is that even if you're not looking at a ghost, if you have your vacuum shooting whatever element you have, it will not spawn. I don't know why. It's just kind of how they were programmed, I guess. It's not like the case for all ghosts, but it's just kind of interesting. Oh man. So here we are, the Area 3 boss, going to fight Boolossus. There's a total of 15 boos in this fight, so that counts towards your collecting of boos. So you'll have like 36 after this. Also, I think Jinja accidentally said no when he was supposed to say yes. So what he does with his vacuum is he's checking to see which box shakes, and if it doesn't shake, or if it does shake, then you know that's where the twin is hiding. And then they'll say you're cheating. Even if you weren't cheating, you'll still be considered cheating. Alright. So we're gonna be walking to the left side of the stage, which will hopefully help align all the ghosts, so that way we can catch them all. Like that. Okay, still needs 2 more, 1 more, and he's got the 1 cycle. Very nice. Yeah, 3DS version actually is way more challenging than this game. But unfortunately is not, in my opinion, a good speed game. Since, well, you could just thank Grezzo for Grezzo Games for removing all of the fun speed tech in the game. But anyway, Jinja is gonna be finishing up Area 1 hallway here, looking for this Boo. He's in the portrait, I think. Or no, he's hiding in the table. In the table, you... I was about to say something, and I shouldn't have said it, so... So, entering Area 4, we're gonna go up to the roof to, do a few things there, but we're gonna activate a cutscene. Looks like Jinja got the tech skip. Nice. Hey, I wasn't really gonna be calling you any names. Don't worry about it. Okay. Oh. For some reason, he's having trouble talking to Clairvoya. He's also doing the same trick as Boston just did. So here we are. This is the cutscene where the power goes out. And we have to figure out how to get the power back on. So in this case, or in this situation, we want sidestep on so that way we can prevent ghosts from spawning and scaring Luigi. And what's interesting is that you're actually sent to a different mansion. And in this mansion, there are a bunch of ghosts, different ghost spawns, a whole lot more ghosts, and this is where Uncle Grimly is hiding. Uh-oh. Yeah, just lost a couple seconds right there. This is the hidden mansion. And Uncle Grimly randomly can show his heart anywhere between, like, instant to a bunch of time. I don't exactly know how big that timer is, but the longest I've seen is, like, 48 seconds, roughly. And, you know, it's really rare for that to happen, but... It's really rare for that to happen, but it's just it could be a devastating time loss. And so yeah, he had the key to unlock the breaker room. So power goes back on, and then we can progress. Not a lot of runners do this, so yeah, that's what I expected. But we can get that boo in the breaker room. It is really though the hardest boo to try and get in a one cycle because he has 200 HP, and realistically though you can just about get anywhere between 150 to 100 and I would say 170 plus HP before the boo decides to escape you. Alright, thankfully that boo did change so that way he can actually get the ghost to spawn. Okay, yeah, that was just not very good. Bruh. So he lost the boo there because of the amount of items that were being the vacuum was clinging onto. Get your weebs out of this chat room now. Okay, but no, seriously. So, depending on how he wants to do this, he could either mirror warp back downstairs to try and grab him again, or he can just save warp back down. Honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. It'll just mean that his health will reset to, you know, how much he had, which is 100. Oh. Ginger's boo from the safari got away. Fortunately, though, he doesn't really go anywhere else. He'll just move right back in. And also a cool thing with ice, you can actually freeze boos into place for a little bit. Don't say that, you still need to finish this race. You could still PB, I guess. But yeah, he could still PB, I guess. Alright, so I don't know if he was trying to go for a double setup right there. It kind of looked like he was, but he's opting to do it one at a time. So BostonBrew, being the one who made up this strat called Boston Burn, he could be going for it. Alright. So he sets them on fire, gets them all to attack Luigi, and then can flashlight them all and get them in the vacuum. Very nice. Alright, yeah. Good idea right there. But also a good double. Alright. Alright, let's see how well how many boos he can get in a cycle. He did get a lot of them, I will say. And if he, okay, he had 3 more boos, so that was guaranteed a 2 cycle for him. So, because of this, because of how small he is, the AI is much different and more aggressive. So you kind of have to wait for them to charge at you and then shoot their ice when they're attacking. Well, in Boston's side, he's doing the armory room. He's going to use some fire to do some damage progressively as he spawns the other ghosts. Alright, this looks like a triple. Oh no, he didn't get the grabber. That's an oof right there. Okay, so not quite the result he was wanting. Mamma mia. So now we have to deal with the room being super laggy right here and catching this boo. Hopefully one cycling him. So yeah, a boo will cackle and get stun locked into place every R pump. And we try to R pump every 10 HP to get a total of roughly around 150 or plus, depending on how strong the boo is. So yeah, he does opt to save warp, so he's going to have to find the boo in the cellar room again. Alright, hopefully he's actually... Come on. He's in there. He's in there. Okay. Oh jeez. No, don't do this again. Oh my god. Come on, give him a break, game. And he goes into this cold storage room, which it's not a bad thing because he'll be going in there anyway. Alright, so this room is actually optional. He just needs to get the key by turning this valve to shut off the water. Yeah. The way it's looking, I would probably bet... he's gonna get... I guess a 102 or a 103 maybe. Well, here we go in the cold storage room where you get to see Sir Weston. Yeah, let's see if he actually gets the one cycle here. That is just really hard to do because you're slipping and sliding all over the place. And that's the thing, you also want the ghost to kind of get trapped in the corner of, like, I think it's 2 adjacent walls or something. So that way they get stuck and you can do massive damage. Alright, so we found the storage room boo. The cold storage room. Yeah. I think he's... Oh, he got him! He got him right there. Nice. He had to make up for, like, the amount of cackles he was making by getting the boo to move around in the room. And you could do that as long as you're following him. That was amazing, though. Just the way he was improvising that. Well, we're here on the home stretch. He just needs to get fire, go into the artist studio, and fight Van Gore, who is kind of like, you could say, the reason for creating all these ghosts, because they spawn from portraits that he's made, that he's painted. It's fun to actually just play along the tune that Luigi makes. Uh-oh. Okay. Ginger was trying to do like a double setup for that room, but one of the ghosts got away. If I knew, one of these days I gotta learn his, and then I'll speak in his accent. That's unfortunate. It has to deal with the poison mushroom there. Also having a really hard time looking for this Boo, but he's right there. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't let this one escape. He got away. Yeah. It's not really worth trying to go for, but unless you can manipulate him to move onto the right side, then that would be great. Okay, cool. He gets it. Alright. Very good triple for Boston right there with the grabbers. Alright. And it's a banana fest. Oh no. Bananas everywhere. Yeah, hitboxes are a thing in this game. Hello, Golden Cheeseburger. Welcome to the, Oh, it's Berg. I see. Well, welcome to the race. We're just about finishing up here for Boston's side. He needs this one last boo, then he can go to the basement. Well, that's a discussion for everyone. Are they gonna get Luigi's Mansion 3 on Halloween? Or at all, I mean. Alright, nice. Boston getting the 2 cycle right there, which is honestly the best you can do in that situation. Oh, he didn't say... Did he save warp? Or did he save? Please tell me he saved. I don't want another situation happening like that again. Okay, good. Whew. Well, this is going to be wrapping up the round 2 of losers in the tournament. Well, with the way Boston was playing, he could actually get a 101. Or possibly a late 1 hour time. But no, it's definitely a 101. Alright, Ginger's having to dance around with the flash ghosts. That's what their real name is, but you can call them the ice ghosts. And here we go, King Boo fight. So for our 2 cycle to work, we want to try and keep Bowser's position stationed where he is right now while doing his attacks. And in the first cycle, we want to do 250 damage at least of health to set up for the next cycle. Unfortunately, sometimes King Boo is a notorious cheater. Like that. Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to 3-cycle this now. So there's 2 different cycles. I mean, there's a fast 3-cycle, and then there's the slow 3-cycle, but depending on what he does here, if he gets King Boo above 200 HP, then he can set up for the fast 3-cycle here. Alright. So yeah, his final time's gonna be like a 101.20. Oh, 101.16. Okay. Alright. Now we're switching over to Gingacookies as he's chasing down the Armory Boo. And he's going into the clockwork room. Okay, so I think in this case he's gonna need to save warp here. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello there.
Hi.
Congratulations. Even though you were gonna win anyway, congratulations.
Well, win anyway. I mean, I wouldn't say that.
Nah. To be honest, I was kind of joking because I didn't want another situation like last race to happen again.
What happened last race?
The entire race was cursed. Yeah, it was just cursed from the very beginning because a lot of things happened that you couldn't really do anything about. Like, Rhombus's capture card broke, so he had to use his camera.
Oh yeah.
And
I think I remember that.
Yeah, he just ended up losing that race when we were kind of anticipating him to win. But yeah.
So where's he at? All right, he's in the pipe room.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm assuming his personal best is a 1 hour and 10 minutes. So if he keeps up where he's going right now, he could be relatively within that PB. Or better. But yeah, man. I think you had a pretty decent run.
Until Area 4.
Until Area 4. Even though I will say that was really impressive with the storage, the storage room boo with the cold storage boo.
Yeah.
that was janky.
So the way that works is you can change the direction he's escaping, and if you just
right,
yeah, if you can manage to manipulate it, you can drag him across the room a little bit and recover your double cackle. Because once I heard the double cackle was okay, time to go into recovery mode.
Right. Yeah. It's like one of the few cases where you can really do that because you have the room to do it.
Absolutely.
And it's impressive because you're having to walk on ice, and it's really super slippery.
That is property of ice. Yeah, I was impressed by myself for sure. Gave myself a pat on the back for that one.
That boo switched places on him, so he has to find him again. This is one of the boos that can...
Sorry, like...
uh-oh.
Quick Totaka song.
I was gonna say, there are some boos that will charge at you, so you kind of just act as bait. But, nah. He's having some real trouble trying to catch this guy. Alright, that's a good, Oh no, never mind. I say that and he just double cackles a lot all over the place.
Alright. There it is.
Okay. Third cycle, cold storage boo.
There it is.
Well, he does that. How are you? Are you looking forward to your race with Rubber Toe?
So, don't know much about Rubber Toe.
Yeah.
What's his PB?
I gotta look that up.
Off the top of your head. And like we found out with Tony Mac, like people don't always submit their times on here. He did afterwards though, because he PB'd in the race, and then he's like, okay, I'll submit this.
Oh yeah.
Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. Let's see. Ooh, he's got a 59. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose.
Oh, okay, yeah, 59. Well, I mean, anything could happen in this game.
Yep, it was a good run.
Yeah, definitely.
I got my couple that I was hoping for, at least.
Mm-hmm. Well, for Jinja, he definitely also lost a couple of boos, but it's actually not bad considering what his time is right now. Oh, that sucks. He didn't get that first triple there. Playing it too safe just causes you to make even more mistakes. If you can learn to be aggressive, you can definitely save more time.
Yeah, you can be safe and just lose like a few seconds on this, or you can be super YOLO and...
Yeah. This is probably like the most trouble he's having in Area 4.
He's got this.
He's got this though.
Totally got this in the bag.
He did go for a 360 moonshot.
And did he get it? I wasn't watching the race.
No, yeah.
I raced just my splits, my chat, and
Right.
my very active chat.
No, he goes for it. He was just really taking his time to set it up, to aim it. But he did 360 it.
That's all that matters.
Okay. Oh, didn't get that triple there.
I missed that triple.
Yeah.
Those ghosts are thick. You gotta really shine through.
Oh, he didn't put the fire out.
Yeah, you gotta use the fire to kill the bombs first, and then you kill them.
Yeah, that'll let you put them out instantly before they can drop their bombs.
Yeah.
Actually,
Get them, get the bad guys. There we go. One.
Yep. All right, one at a time. There you go. He got it.
Even more hilarious is if you run out of fire here and you have to catch them with your vacuum.
Oh, I know. It's just even more painful.
If you get the triple with the vacuum, it's actually faster, but it's really risky.
Yeah.
Because you have to somehow dodge the bombs too.
Yeah.
Maybe he got away with 1 HP, really.
Oh. Needs to get the key and get this guy.
Grab a big heart in the basement when you're walking through. Definitely not a 2-cycle.
And he gets away.
So if you don't let him re-enter the room entirely, if you enter while he's like still in the hallway, like he doesn't hop back in like this. As you saw, he just like floats back out, which is faster, you know, because you don't have to sit and wait for him to do the little cutscene again. But it doesn't like really work.
Well, yeah. The thing is, it also resets his It like whenever he enters the room or the hallway, it also kind of like resets his the amount of damage you can do. But if you enter before him and try to do more damage, he's just gonna run away again. Alright, so after many cycles, he'll eventually get this.
Yeah, you're right about that. Like that re-entering little cutscene there, like that resets him to 15 cycles.
Right, yeah, the cycles will reset.
And the room's wide enough you can actually walk him a bit too and get some damage that way, like we were discussing earlier with the cold storage recovery.
Yeah, having you kind of let the boo drag around the room to do more damage.
Yeah, as long as you don't jerk around enough, you won't like get stunned or waste a cackle, and you can just walk. Usually, you gotta walk like in a very straight line.
All right, getting his health refilled. That's good.
Very good to not die.
Yeah, you don't want to die on Bowser.
If he was to be playing on English, he would be dead. He would have had to grab.
you just do like double the damage.
Yeah, I think I was below 50 at some point in this run too. So it's nice Japanese privilege.
Right. Well, here we go. He was practicing before this race. I just hope that he doesn't struggle too much with him. Because the idea is you want to try to keep Bowser in the position where he's standing, so that way you can get your setups to shoot the balls at his face. Yeah.
I don't think I've gotten a 2-cycle in a race. I just choke it every time.
Yeah.
I
That's
can't
okay,
remember.
though. I just call King Boo a notorious cheater.
Like, you know.
Yeah, it's just weird sometimes.
I just get nervous.
All right, first ball shot is set.
I'm a true spaghetti lord.
It is true. Like we like runners will just mess up the first cycle because of like something random.
He just like flies away sometimes, and because if you go under him, he will like float down more, but you'll like put yourself at risk of getting hit. It's just such a weird balance you have to. It's like walking a tightrope.
Yeah, and you have to avoid the crown as well. Otherwise,
that's never happened to me. But
okay, yep, there he goes. Oh no, what are you doing? Okay, so once he's below 200 HP, he's going to turn his head backwards and run around the stage for a bit.
He probably didn't feel like he could get the 200 damage.
Right. Okay.
I can respect that.
And it's honestly, he's in a good position right here, so he just needs to catch the balls and shoot them. All right, very nice. So if he can do enough damage here. Oh, and he does a couple R pumps, and he gets a 115-16.
That'd be a good 100% time.
That is true. All right. Well, that's the end of round 2 of losers, and we'll be starting round 3 tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern with Mac. I think that's how you say his name, versus Foop Johnson. Yeah, so if Jinja wants to get into this chat room here, he can have an interview with us. There you are.
Speech.
I'd like to thank the sidewalks for me off the street. But seriously though.
Yeah,
That was just such a disappointment. Like,
it happens.
I'm 327 ahead of my. I was 327 ahead of my splits, and these aren't even the splits that have my PB because I accidentally corrupted the splits that had my PB on.
Oh yeah, dang.
Just the theme of the race today is just things not working out. I was ahead of my PB going into Area 4, and I messed up, dude. So
Like,
it happens for sure.
Usually my area 4 is really good. Like, I don't know. Today was my day. Neither was yesterday.
Well, that's, you know, you can
I got my PB 3 days ago. And since then I've been garbage.
Well, if you keep at it, you'll continue to improve and learn some strats to help you improve that time.
It's the matter of actually doing it, because like theoretically I should have everything down. It's the matter of actually.
Well,
good job, Boston.
Good job. Yep. Thanks for racing.
GG's. Thank you for racing.
Not a problem. Also, one last thing. Shout us. Go Team Chaos.
Team Chaos. All right. So, well, that wraps up for round 2 of this tournament. And BostonBrew will be facing against Rubber Toe 64. It's going to be a pretty exciting race, I think.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll be starting, like I said, we'll be starting round 3 of losers tomorrow with Foop Johnson and Mac.
That should be a good race.
Yeah.
I'll be commentating a couple races too. Thanks for commentating my race.
Absolutely. Yeah, so hold on. Yeah, if you want to go follow the runners, they have Twitch channels and they do stream.
Yes.
And
mostly late night. DGen hours.
And I will see you guys next time.
All right. Thanks, Afroman.
Yeah.
Boston out.